We decided to work closely together with one vision, which both Scantic and Out of Stock would work towards. They are a design initiative, and Scantic, we are a mass retailer of teak furniture.
We have to listen to the customer's needs. If houses are getting smaller, it means we have to resize our furniture. If there are different habits, for example, they like to eat on their coffee table instead of the dining table, it means we have to redesign coffee tables that are more friendly. Subtle changes, but we always have to listen to our consumer to keep ourselves relevant in this market.
Welcome to Global Enterprise, where we bring you inspiring success stories of Singapore-based companies that have overcome great odds to thrive amidst fiercely competitive business environments. Today, we shine the spotlight on Scanteak.
Prolo was born with one vision in mind. Me and Out of Stock have the vision of making designer products more affordable and within reach of the masses. Therefore, with 2 years of intensive research and prototyping, it involved the Out of Stock team to visit our customers in Tokyo, from Kanto to Kansai. We asked them a series of questions of how our products can be more relevant. How does furniture play a part in their lives? What kind of solutions do they need? With that, we managed to develop. It went through a long process, very long process. Prolo was born, and we are very happy with the results because we have received very good feedback from customers. It has been well received, not just in Japan, even in Singapore. And we have also won numerous design awards.
After winning the Good Design Award from Japan, Prolo debuted in Taiwan to rave reviews. Scantic's Prolo 12-piece designer collection is its first collaborative effort aimed at the sophisticated Japanese market through an understanding of the Japanese lifestyle. Prolo not only provides Scantic a new platform to woo design-savvy consumers in a new and untapped market segment, it's also a testament to Scantic's belief that constant reinvention is the key to staying relevant to evolving markets.
So we differentiate ourselves initially from the teak aspect because of our scale, because of design, because of our know-how. And we are really trying to sell that feel at home, that family togetherness and growing together with your furniture, where a table is not a table but is a part of your family and it goes through the different life cycles of your life. That is how we differentiate ourselves. We're just not a furniture company, we are Scantic, and we really want you to feel at home and that this becomes a part of your family.
Scantic is a very renowned furniture brand in Asia. I know Scantic for the past 15 years, and it has grown leaps and bounds to become one of the major furniture retailers in Asia.
The company started in the year 1974 when Mr. Lim Pok Chin, founder of Scanteak, started Hawaii interior decoration. In 2 years, the company had expanded to occupy 2 large showrooms. In 1979, Hawaii Furnishing Private Limited was incorporated, primarily importing, exporting and retailing home furniture. At the time, Mr. Lim was a pioneer in the total concept furniture mega store, and he opened one occupying 20,000 square feet at Marine Parade. Such a radical move made waves in Singapore's conservative furniture scene at the time.
I know Mr. P.C. Lim for maybe 20 years, since Hawaii Furnishing, where he was a trader. I still remember the day where I met him in Chapara, I think in the late 80s, that he is full of sweat and walking on the street, sourcing for furniture, teak wood furniture. That's, I think, how he started. He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty. And I was there and I was surprised to see a boss of a trading company walking the streets, going from shop to shop, looking and to buy furniture. With the hard-working mentality and a pure visionary, he's able to bring the company up to a certain level. In the past 5 years, I think his company has grown triple, and you can see he incorporating design into his range of product, incorporating design into the whole entire retail environment, and ability to open multiple shops around the region, including Japan, which Japan is not an easy market to go in. We have to be concerned about service and quality in Japan. I think we do Singapore proud to have a Singapore company that is the biggest furniture retailer in Taiwan.
At an international furniture trade fair in 1986, Mr. Lim was approached by a European furniture company called Fly Furniture. Shortly after, he started selling their furniture pieces in his store. However, it was the wrong concept for a predominantly Asian market.
我从事家具行业已经超过40年，在这个当中，我碰过无数次的挫折。让我印象最深的一次是我代理法国家具，这个品牌叫 Fly Furniture Box。我的挫折让我联想，我未来要做什么？我想家具也可以做一个品牌。在亚洲最好的木头是柚木，我在想最好的 design 是在北欧，所以把它连接在一起，我就用 Scandinavian teak 叫 Scantic， 所以我就会创造了一个品牌叫做 Scantic 的家具公司。
Flash forward 3 decades to today, and Scantic has more than 100 showrooms in Taiwan, Japan, Brunei, Canada, Germany, the United States and Singapore. Just how did Scantic expand so rapidly? We'll find out when we return. Welcome back. Scantic's entry into the Taiwanese market marked a significant milestone for its business.
在80年代初期，新加坡家具已经进入饱和市场。那 Scantic 当时做得很好，那我下一步应该做什么？我就跟着政府到处去考察，我到过很多国家，最后我到了台湾，看到了 7-Eleven 总部，他做一个简报，告诉我们说，他希望在2000年里面开到2000家，等于说他台湾有这么大的市场。我在想，到底家具能不能也可以做这样连锁的事业？后来我想，我不需要2000，我可以做到50家。所以那个时候的一个念头，我就要做家具连锁事业。所以在1984年，我就登陆了台湾市场，斯肯柚木。
This move to expand the business started with the revamping of Scantic's business model through strategizing and rebranding.
I joined Scantic in 2004, and after working there for a while, I realized to reach my father's vision of making Scantic a household brand in every country we are in, some things need to change. So one of the first things I changed was to revitalize the brand. Scantic or teak is traditionally thought of for a more mature audience, slightly more traditional. However, I feel that should be changed and that can be changed. Teak, when put in a more lifestyle environment, is actually very fun. It is very lifestyle and there can be a lot of energy associated with teak. After much research, we came up with the philosophy, the theme, feel at home. Feel at home is not just about marketing communication materials, marcoms. It's not just about a nice poster that looks very lifestyle. It is a whole showroom design. It is a whole brand experience from the products, to the people, to the customer service, not just even for our customers, for our staff, for our friends, for our business partners. Anyone who comes in contact with Scantic, stepping into our showrooms, giving us a call, should feel warm, at ease, be themselves, let their hair down, have some fun. And we hope they can bring their experience home with them when they purchase our products as well.
In fact, Feel at Home works hand in hand with Scantic's core values of Aspire to build a positive consumer experience where the Scantic brand becomes synonymous with good quality and excellent service standards.
With the rebranding in place, one of many other things we have done, our global footprint increased much more rapidly. We began to grow faster because consumers felt closer to our brand. So when I started in 2004, we have over 20 stores globally. Today, we have over 120 stores, which is a six-fold increase, and we have new markets and presence in Japan, Vancouver. Of course, we're one of the biggest furniture chain store retailer in Taiwan, as well as in Singapore.
One of the most exciting thing was actually this global rebranding project that we did, which actually was about, which took actually 2 years. We did a TVC on our own. We wrote the script. We were thinking about our current branding, and we were saying, how can we differentiate further? And we also wanted to get into malls. We wanted to be a bit different, target the younger audience. So we started this brand called Scantic Signatures.
Scantic Signature is a success. The stores are smaller, we have enhanced the in-store shopping experience and therefore managed to attract a younger and trendier crowd. The sales has increased, not the manpower or the rental, and it is more effective and efficient that way.
Over the years, and we're talking about a period of 10 over years, trends evolve. There was the internet, there was the iPhone. So I noticed that people became more aware about designs. On top of that, people begin to have smaller, compact spaces, especially in the cities, like the capitals we're in, for example, Taipei, Singapore, Tokyo. So with smaller spaces and a greater appreciation for design, each product must be more functional.
R&D comes in different forms. Design comes in like a physical design, like this table, a product design, but it also means that design and research in the forms of business practices. The processes, for example, our furniture, how we can maximize the yield of the wood that we use, the size, the dimensions, how you can manufacture through the machines and the various ways to do it. That also contributes in helping us achieve a more cost-competitive product. And these come from research, a dedicated group of people, programmers, designers, some help from certain agencies to give us ideas and to push us forward.
As Scantic embarked on revamping its business model through strategizing and rebranding, government initiatives undoubtedly played a part in smoothening the process.
We have been working closely with our local furniture industry to strengthen its competitiveness. Companies have strengthened their designs, branding and quality and moved beyond manufacturing to become creators of smart space solutions. Scantic has certainly reflected this.
I've been with the company for the past 26 years. The government came in very timely to help us set up our infrastructure and improve our system. They help us with our franchise system, automate our processes through point of sales, business intelligence systems, customer-centric initiatives, which help increase our sales. And with that, we managed to bring the system to Taiwan, Japan, and Vancouver.
Our investment into R&D in terms of business processes, manufacturing processes, as well as IT in terms of hardware and software have in turn increased our labor productivity, which has helped us a lot because it helped us weather through cost pressures like labor cost increases or even foreign currency fluctuations, which are very real in the Japanese market today.
Scantic Japan is a case study of success in the company's strategy to expand its retail footprint.
I dived into Japan because I thought it was a very big market with a lot of potential. And even though the challenges were big, but if we could succeed in Japan, I was very, very sure going forward we can succeed anywhere.
We have 7 stores in Osaka and Kobe in Kansai area. I think the Scantic is popular in Kansai area. But in Tokyo, there is wide and many population. We just started.
With our vision of expanding rapidly in Japan, we realized that rental costs and the labor cost is actually very high. Therefore, we had to redesign our stores to innovate and make sure it's more effective per square foot, which means a bit smaller without compromising the consumer shopping experience. When we managed to do that successfully, a very good example is our Scantic signature stores in Singapore, because we in Singapore face the same problem. So now we have a replicable system that we can put this in many different parts of the world, and of course into Japan.
With Japan, we are able to understand what it is like to have the strictest quality standards, which on theory seems quite easy, but because we have relevant experience, we know what do people look out for and the kind of detail they're looking at. I think that brings us on par with the next growth stage should we want to venture into the other markets.
Recently, we introduced the Prolo series that's designed by a young designer. And the good thing is, because of that is young designer, I saw the design good sell to the young people in Japan. But actually, the elder people like that design. That is unforeseen but good, very good things.
In 2011, a devastating earthquake rocked Japan, resulting in a staggering number of deaths and ignited an even more life-threatening tragedy, the Fukushima nuclear meltdown.
So when the earthquake happened, I rushed down to the discontent of my family because they thought it was kind of dangerous to be there. And I felt that I just needed to be there with the guys and girls in the company. So I rushed down there. It was somewhat of a chaos, so slightly chaotic. People couldn't go to work. There was not enough electricity to go around. We had to find means and measures to try to keep ourselves afloat because we just didn't know whether customers would come to the store anymore if transportation was gridlocked. There was an air of pessimism everywhere you went. On hindsight, going back was a good decision because I felt that it allowed me to be with the people I work with during crisis. One time my manager did tell me that he was thankful that I was there because we could grow through the crisis together and that would actually help the team bond going forward.
Now that the business had stabilized, it was time to focus on other aspects.
What we have is something that the Japanese market doesn't have. For example, if you are trying to sell Japanese furniture in Japan, they'll just call it furniture. But if you're trying to sell the Scantic product in Japan, you're your own brand and you have your own design, that is something that nobody else has.
Scantic 在这个阶段最重要的任务就是如何找对的接班人。我非常幸运，2个孩子都愿意接棒。
Scantic has been around for over 40 years now, and it is our priority to continually reinvent ourselves so that we can continue to provide good quality products and services to our consumers.
Japan has a population of 127 million as compared to 5 or 6 million in Singapore and 22 million in Taiwan. If Taiwan now, currently we have 100 stores. I feel that Japan market has a potential to equal, if not surpass that number.
未来我们的发展希望把事业版图扩展国际，所以我们现在着手创立第2品牌。我们有 Scan Living， 我们有 Scan Comfort。Scantic 是新加坡的品牌，新加坡最大的特色是诚信，所以我希望以诚信的理念来带领斯肯这个企业，也希望能够启发我们的下一代。
It is easy to grow big. It's not so easy to maintain strength as you grow. So one of the things we aim to do is be a relevant brand to our market.
带人要带心。我记得我第一次出来社会做事的时候，我第一个老板，他在后面的一个大冰箱放了很多汽水。虽然那个汽水的价值不高，但是打动了全部的员工。我是其中是被打动的。我每喝了一瓶水，我觉得这老板很好。之后我的企业，我在想，我要跟我老板一样，把心放开，要跟员工一起打拼。 对员工好一点。Scantic 到现在我们开那么多店的员工大概有500个人，我们也用我最原始、最古老的方法带人带心，把企业做起来。
My dad always told me there are two things: 人and 钱。钱到人不到，生意不会长大。Which means if the money is there, but there's nobody, no talent, human talent, or somebody to manage, the company will not grow. And so one of the things that we really actively pursued was to find good people. One of the best things we have is that we have a very strong team in Singapore, and they are multilingual, and we are able to tap on the Taiwanese financial markets, capital markets. We are able to get supply from China, Malaysia, Indonesia, and we are able to bring it on together. And we have gone to a point where our volume is big enough that we are able to skip certain supply chains.
We'd love to put a Scantic product in every home. We know that back-end operations are vital to the success of a retail business, which is why we have been building up our logistic capabilities in Malaysia and Taiwan. There, we've just opened a 500,000 square feet HQ and logistics center in 2015. Next year, similar plans are underway for our Iskandar, Malaysia. We are investing in our infrastructure to be ready for our expansion and growth.
2015 saw the launch of Scantic's second designer collection, Home, which was born out of the collaboration between Scantic and cross-cultural designers Out of Stock. Home features soft designs that marry form and functionality. The collection is defined by clean lines and curved edges, adding a family-friendly element to Scantic's furniture repertoire. It's the latest addition to Scantic's designer collection, which also comprises the Prolo. Home captures the essence of what the modern Singapore cosmopolitan families desire. It is the Scantic's designer series that truly centers the brand in the present, proof of the company's forward-looking attitude.
One thing that a lot of furniture firms fall into is that they become a commodity. A table is just a table, but Scantic, with its new designs and exciting designs, as well as its brand, is able to keep up with the times so that we are still relevant in today's market.
Currently, we have a working point of sale system in place that's easily replicable in various countries. We also have over 20 different trademarks registered in over 20 different countries. Riding on our success, our goal is to increase our global footprint by working with more partners and franchises in taking this brand global.
The future of Scantic shines bright. It continues to fulfill its dream of growing its global footprint through innovation, internationalization, and collaboration. Yet, it shall always remain true to the spirit of Scantic.